So, previews for the Isle of Armor have started coming out in droves from all sorts of different sources, guys, and it looks like we're getting a lot of cool info right now on what we actually have to do in the Isle of Armor, and it looks much better than I was expecting, thank God. So, guys, if you want to avoid spoilers, I'm highly going to recommend you turn away right now, because in this video, we're going to talk about some features that are coming in the Isle of Armor that nobody has heard of until right now, until today, and we're going to also look at some gameplay footage. 5 minutes of gameplay footage, and we're going to go through some of the details of what we can find in the Isle of Armor that's new information to all of us. This is 5 minutes of new gameplay, guys, and I'm going to play it. I'm not going to have the audio on. It is in Spanish, as you can see, but it just starts off with a pan around and we're walking over to the tower here. Now, in the Isle of Armor, it looks like there's a lot of new features, such as mini games that you have to do, are sort of challenges similar to Breath of the Wild in certain regards, and we're going to talk about that in a sec. Let's just see what's going on here. I mean, they're literally just gameplay right here. I guess they're going to cut it and they're going to skip it, so I guess this is a battle in a cave. But this is only 5 minutes gameplay, and I think it's definitely well worth looking through it. It's just a regular. So, oh, one thing now we can point out here, guys, it was level 60. The wild Pokemon is level 60. IGN played it, guys, and it looks like all the Pokemon, not only for the wild, but also for trainers, scale with your levels, guys. So that's pretty interesting, and we don't know yet for sure whether or not it's only at first, when you first arrive to the island, that then the scaling is set, or if it keeps going up as you level up. Obviously, all my Pokemon are level 100, so I'm going to have to wait and see. I guess I'm going to be fighting off trainers at level 100. There's a wild Shinx, everyone's favorite. I think a lot of people were very, very hyped when Shinx was released in the trailer, or shown in the trailer. Or not Shinx himself, but its evolution. So a lot of people are hyped about that. But as some of the leaks from 4chan are wrong about, it's not Galarian type. So that's one thing. You can see these dens over here, guys, up on the edge of the cliff. There was very interesting, right there. If you guys saw the cliff edge right there, people were pointing that out straight away as a replica of the tree issue, the bad tree designs. This is something I want to talk about. This is one of some sort of mini game or challenge. I'm not sure which yet. However, you are going to have to find 150 Diglets, similar to the Korok Siege challenge in Breath of the Wild, although not as daunting. Only 150 Diglets in a small area. Details that they actually announced as well in IGN throughout their preview is that the whole island is like a very big and very diverse wild area. So there isn't going to be, it's not going to be exactly the same as in the main game, in the main area. It's just going to be all a wild area, and you're free to roam and explore everywhere as you wish and as you will. So that's pretty nice. Here we are meeting, or I suppose arriving to the Isle of Armor first. We're getting a new Pokedex, for maybe the updates. And this is something we saw before. This is a race feature, a race mini game where people are running and racing with their Slowpokes, their Galarian Slowpokes, like that. And I don't know if this is, again, I don't know if this is a challenge or just a mini game, but you can see how diverse it is. It looks really like Breath of the Wild right there, like just sort of the features, the log in the water and stuff like that. And here you got Kubfu kicking ass and slicing up some sashimi for you guys. So yeah, I mean, there's a lot to have a look at here. I mean, we should be nearly finished the video right now, kind of. As for whether or not some features in that are being shown right now are either just mini games or challenges, well, we don't know. I think they're not allowed to say. It looks like IGN was only allowed to describe one challenge, and one of the challenges that is confirmed out of the 3 challenges is getting max mushrooms, one of the items that were leaked in the Pokemon Home update a little while ago. Yeah, you're going to have to find max mushrooms somewhere, and that is going to be one of your challenges. That max mushroom is going to be used for cooking soup to G-Max, to give the G-Max ability to some of your Pokemon. So that's the one challenge they were allowed to describe as, and I confirm as a challenge. Now that there's 3 challenges, guys, in this, you're going to have to do 3 challenges to get a special armor in the game. It's not just a name. Isle of Armor is not just a name. That's pretty cool. Kubfu running back. So I guess this is the camping feature again, and we're in another part of the map now. Oh, the bikes. These are customizables. They're not special features or anything. They're just customizables. You can buy these or get these somehow as customizable items to decorate your bike and just add some extra features. That was something we saw a long time ago in one of the first trailers released of this game, and people were very curious, is this a new feature? Is this a new mechanic? What's going on with that? Well, it's just decorative. And here's some more footage for the Diglett thing. Okay, well, it looks like that's going to be around it. It looks like they're finishing up because we're just getting a repeat clip of Shinx here and some of that. But yeah, let me know what you thought of the gameplay. Now let's have a look at some pictures. Here we have another picture of a different design for the Rotom bike, and obviously you got this helmet thing again as well. You're going to be having to explore water a lot by the looks of it, but it's obviously going to be very easy to just run over there and press plus. There are a lot of dens on these little islands by the looks of some of the pictures, guys, so they're not just empty space, they're not just empty islands. You will have to go there. And one feature which hasn't been shown in pictures yet is that Pokemon, similar to what you might see Impidimp in the woods in the main game, kind of standing on rocks or ledges that you're not actually supposed to be accessed. Well, in the Isle of Armor, there's going to be Pokemon standing on tree branches and stuff like that, and you're going to have to lure them down by either maybe shaking the tree or using berries or whistles or something like that. It's not clear or not confirmed yet about that, but there are going to be new ways to interact with Pokemon, or new ways Pokemon can interact with the environment, which I'm looking forward to seeing. Here's another clip of that, I guess the cliff, and this is the cliff edge I was talking about, guys. It's Treegate 2.0. I mean, it doesn't bother me too much. I know what I expect. I have limited my expectations in terms of what they can do with these games, and I don't mind. Like, the game is the game, right? I'm not nitpicking every little detail of it. If they have rough cliffs, that's fine. I don't really care that much. What do you guys think? Cliffgate? And that den that we're just standing at by the cliffs is actually right by one of the towers. So this looks like it could possibly be the Dark Tower. I'm not sure which tower is which yet. However, this one's all the way up in the little mountain. I'm looking forward to exploring this place. It looks like there's really beautiful views, a lot of high escalating areas, which is very nice, and definitely a change of pace from the other game. Obviously, you guys know my old glitch where we can fly in the air. Actually, a lot of you guys probably watching this probably don't know what that glitch is, but I highly recommend. It's just a fun glitch, not particularly practical, but you can check back my old videos if you want to learn how to literally fly on your bike and fly in the air. It's pretty cool. That's fun to play around with. Here's another image of the same bike feature we saw in the video with the little square design. I actually really like that, but there's a front image and you can see us wearing our Rotom gear and the helmet. The helmet looks pretty cool. There's not much else to say about this other than the type of trees around here. We got the berry tree over here that's just berry faded in, and we got the logs in the water, very much like Breath of the Wild style, and a lot of grass, and then different kind of grass as well. So there's going to be a lot of diversity in the Pokemon you're going to be able to catch in the wild here. Another image of the Slowpoke race, which I don't know whether it's a challenge or a minigame, but I'm looking forward to playing it out anyway and seeing what we get out of that. Clearly this is right outside the dojo, so there's going to be a lot of compact stuff happening around the dojo. Here's some more details, guys. At the very beginning, when you first arrive to the Isle of Armor, you're going to be introduced to your rival, which is either going to be Avery or the Poison Girl. I don't know her name because I have Shield. I'm getting Avery, so you're going to have to battle them first, and after you beat them, they're going to tell you to stay away from the dojo. I guess they're not really that friendly in nature characters, but obviously you're going to go to the dojo regardless because that's the story. Here's another image of you arriving via fly taxi to this train. I guess it's not really a train station. Actually, if you look at the image on the clock tower, it looks like it's designed as a train station as we know it from the main game, but it's actually a taxi station. Here's the Diglett game, guys. You have to find 150 Diglets for whatever this is, either a challenge or a minigame, but I'm looking forward to doing that. It should be pretty easy. If you guys don't know, during the Breath of the Wild days, I did 100% Breath of the Wild 4 times, so 3,600 Korok seeds. It's not that bad. 150 Diglets is going to be easy pie. This was one more image of what appears to be possibly the situation where people on your Pokemon are eating the Gigantamax soup, which is going to give the Pikachu their Gigantamax ability. That's my guess. Obviously, this is a new cutscene. Obviously, this is a new picture that was released, so it's probably that. It's likely to be that because this is relevant to the Isle of Armor. And as you can see, the trainer is wearing the Ash Hat. Now, if you guys don't know, in order to get the Ash Hat in the Isle of Armor, you're going to have Zarude. And as you know, Zarude isn't coming out for a little while, at least not officially. So we're going to have to see about that. If it is programmed into the Isle of Armor, guys, which I very much anticipate, as we can see with the hat here, it's very likely it's going to be programmed into the Isle of Armor. We're going to be able to get it straight away into a den. As for actually getting legitimate tickets, August 7th is when the sales for the tickets for Pokemon Coco are going to go out. And the Pokemon Coco, the movie itself, is coming sometime in winter. Big delay from the whole COVID thing. This was new promotional art that was released on Zarude, and as you can see, there's a lot of them, just like our Discord server will be. Here's a beautiful screenshot of the landscape. You can kind of see what's going on. Obviously, the game being a quality that it is limited in terms of what you can see at a distance. Is kind of blurry, but God, we can see a lot of cool stuff. There's something over here that may be one of the towers over there. Here's a cave and a bridge going into the cave over here, and then a lot of dens, some islands, and a split like little valley thing here. That might be the stairway up to another tower. That could be where we are. This could be where the tower is with the den. I'm not sure. And that could be the other tower. We'll see. I mean, it's probably not that big, but it looks pretty nice in size. So it's a new wild area, at least for us to explore and play around with. And it does. And actually, if you look back here, there's actually a den all the way back here, guys. It's actually quite a distance, actually more than I may have imagined originally, so we might be pretty satisfied with this when it comes out. So to sum up the previews, guys, we're going to take an article from here, from PokeJungle. The trainer's Pokemon found we scale with your team's level. Yeah, if you're new to the game and you reach the wild area, guys, you're going to be able to go straight to the Isle of Armor, and you're going to get low-level Pokemon to fight and play with. And that is just the nature of it. So you can start a new game and you can get to the wild area within 1 hour or 2 hours of spamming A on hop, right? And then you can go straight to the Isle of Armor. Or if you've beaten the game like I have and you have everything level 100 and everything is everything, you can go straight there with probably facing level 100. Maybe level 60, I'm not sure what the cap is. Like I said, it's one big wild area as well, as been confirmed by IGN. Environments are more varied, as we saw from the pictures. Players have access to different tracks which can customize their bicycle with. I think the English there is a little weird, but it looks like you're going to be able to encounter somebody who you can buy or get items from which will customize your bicycle. Also, an additional note that I forgot to mention, when you first arrive after you've beaten your trainer and after you go to the dojo, that's where you're going to first meet Mustard, and you're going to have to make a choice. Apparently, I don't know what this choice is, but you're going to have to make some sort of choice, and you're going to be introduced to the guy that takes Armorite ore. And Armorite ore is something you give to that guy to teach your Pokemon new moves. And finally, the last point they give us here is the trial player must complete are similar to those found in Gen 7. Okay, so I don't really remember the Gen 7 trials, I think. So there are trials in here that are going to be very similar to Gen 7. However, this is one of the details they couldn't talk about. That's all they gave us. They gave us a hint that is going to remind them of Sun and Moon. So if you guys remember what those trials are, feel free to discuss it in the comments and think what could these trials be. As for arriving, guys, you're going to get this little train with your armor pass. You're going to go to that station and fly right over there, and there you have it. Hey, blammo. It looks pretty cool. Let's get my camera out of the way there. Maybe you couldn't see that right there, but there it is. There's the island. Beautiful. Well, that's a wrap on all the new info we just got from the previews of Isle of Armor. It's looking to shape up to be very nice, I think, much more than I thought it would. We are going to be streaming this in 2 days from this time, actually. I have taken the day off work to do that. I think it's going to be releasing in approximately 48 hours for everybody around that time right now from uploading of this video, guys. So if you want to know when that time was, just have a look down there. Midnight for me around Japan time, early morning for you Americans, and afternoon for you Europeans, guys. Well, everybody, thank you for watching. Drop a sub if you guys want to catch me on that stream. It's going to be YouTube and Twitch, the usual, and I'll see you guys around for that. And well, I'm kind of excited. I'm kind of excited for this. It's going to be sick. I'll see you then. Bye.